to make a video for you guys on purposeful play. I know we went over it at the midweek, but I actually upped the ante, and it's because he is responding so well to the training right now that I can actually work his brain even more and ask for more without killing the desire to play fetch. So, just real quick, since I got your text message, and this happened with Maverick, exactly. When I started to put rules and boundaries to play, Maverick wasn't interested in play. Now, a lot of people will say they love it though, and I still want to do it with them. And what I have to say is, when I actually ask more of a dog, and it's just there's actual mindfulness behind the activity, and they opt to not do it, that's an indicator that they're actually not enjoying play. They're enjoying controlling the resources. And Maverick is a resource guarder. So I have never felt that Maverick liked to play. He doesn't like toys, he ignores them. And once you put once you put fetch in a formal context, he's not interested because he's not controlling it. Okay, there's another angle to this that reinforces my views. Miko does not resource guard toys. You're very lucky. Place, nope. Stop. We're not putting sticks and rocks in our mouth. Out, leave it, no. I know he's a dog, but he doesn't need to stay in prey drive all the time. Relax and wait for me to engage with you. Just relax. I know you're young. We're gonna play fetch. Chill out. Okay, so side note. Miko does not resource guard toys. Leave it. And you're very lucky, leave it. Because when you raise a dog, a puppy with an adult dog, they almost always inherently take over the characteristics of the other dog. So I actually think it would benefit you to spend more in the first, month or two that Miko's home, to spend only time with him individually and leave Maverick out of it, because you need to get to know this guy for who he is and not what kind of influence Maverick has over him. This is important for your relationship. And then it'll kind of give you an idea of the differences between them and how they might be influencing each other once they get together. And then once we know that, once we have established who they are individually, and when we can actually start to pinpoint the influencer in certain situations, when you have a pack of dogs, once you know who's influencing the situation, all you have to do is address that dog, and the other dog will follow. So this is actually a key component to your overall success in having a pack. But Miko doesn't resource guard, thank God. He has no interest in it. But when you describe how they play when they're together, Maverick's conversation that he's having over play makes Miko want to hoard all the toys and get them all and gather them. So Maverick actually is creating this in Miko to, oh my God, I feel a form of competition here. That's how it makes me feel. When you describe it to me, and now that I know both of your dogs so well, Maverick is competing, and that's making Miko compete. You're lucky you haven't had a dog fight, to be honest. And that competition is not healthy because the human is not actually controlling the toy. It might feel like you are a little bit, but this format that I taught you at the midweek, that's controlling play. The other format that you were describing is the dog's controlling play. There's no obedience, there's no impulse control, there's no, it's just kind of mindlessness. So mindless play is creating competition between the two of them. That can make him a resource guarder eventually. We don't want that. And so we have to kind of really assess whether or not this is something that's good for Maverick and whether he wants it. And I know on a physical level, you think that that's good for him. There are other ways to physically fulfill your dog that isn't revolved around controlling a resource. So we can go over that if you want, but since this is Miko's world right now, I just want to focus on purposeful play. So we're going to up the ante here. You're going to put him on place. He's got to stay. You're going to fake throw the ball. See if you can. If you can, finally throw it. He stays. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna wait for eye contact. When I get it, I'm gonna tell him, go get it. Good boy. Oh, get that ball. Get it. Get it. Yeah. Good boy, Miko. Place. And then send it back to place. I am driving the drive with excitement. Go get it. Getting it. Go get it. Yeah, good job. Get it, buddy. Yeah, come back over here to place. So I am using excitement when I'm doing this with him. And then when he gets back on place, that excitement turns off. We're gonna wait again. I'm gonna throw it. He's gotta wait. I want eye contact before I release him to go get it. Again, that's key. Impulse control, eye contact. That's how you build pack drive. The other way creates lack of impulse and heightened prey drive. So what I want is stay, eye contact, go get it. Good boy! Place. I love this dog, by the way. I like you. No. Get back on place. Come on. But like, I could never do this with Maverick. I could never pet him or like grab the ball from him because he looked like he wanted to bite me. He just doesn't care. When Maverick's not around, he just doesn't care about resources. They're just fun for him. He's got a good spirit. He's got good intention. And we don't want a dog like Maverick who's kind of ill-intentioned when it comes to resources screwing that up. So this might be better one-on-one. And maybe down the road, if we can build some drive into Maverick, we can get them to both do it together, but it needs to be non-competitive. And that might be something we need to go over together, because it's hard to explain via text or phone. So that was 2 throws with a dog like Miko. I like to do 3 in a row. And I'm just gonna kind of test him between throws. This is another little tidbit of information to really test the impulse control, right? Never gonna release him when he whines at me. That's anxiety. So I'm not gonna reinforce anxiety by giving him the toy. That's a great piece of advice right there. And then I really just wanna observe him and make sure that he's not anticipating. You know, I don't want, place. See, that's anticipation. I mirrored it and he mirrored it back at me. Place. He just showed you what that means. That means go. So I don't want to encourage that impulse by releasing him to go get the ball. So I'm really going to test to make sure that he is patiently waiting. He doesn't always have to be in a down for this, but definitely a sit that's non-anticipatory. So when I have a non-anticipatory sit or down, good eye contact, I'm going to then go get it. Where is it? Good boy! Come on, Miko! Good boy, buddy. Come here. Come here. Get it. Okay. Place? Good. I'm proud of you, bud. And so I like to do 3 in a row with him. And then I like to break it up. So let's get our mind off of this idea. And usually about the 4th or 5th throw, I see the dog's obedience and impulse control go to shit. So this is kind of why I've chosen 3. In some cases, 3 is too much. So let me give you an example in terms of Miko. But some dogs can't handle it because it's too intense. They need it broken up. They need 1 or 2 throws because their intensity is too high, right? Miko's intensity is not too high. It's actually right on the cusp of almost going to the low side. And I don't want to kill his drive. I do not want to kill it. I do not want to make him lack the desire to play fetch. So if I feel like the 3rd throw, I started to see a little bit of hesitancy in through here just a second ago on that 3rd throw to bring it all the way back to place, then I'm going to probably go to 2 the next round, because I want to make sure I'm keeping that drive strong and fresh and willing, but also a nice mix of willingness to play with me and be a team in this activity, right? So There's two things that so say you do 2 or 3 throws, depending on Miko's attitude. You can do one of two things. You could do a lot of waiting on place so that he calms down. So this is a self-soothing technique. You know, I know you're really excited, you just went and caught the ball 3 times in a row. I'm gonna wait 2-3 minutes, let you calm all the way down, see that relaxation and that pack drive come over your face, and then we'll do it again. So that's one thing you can do. The other thing you can do is you can work in long line style. Let's go. So you can call him off place and then just start doing some turns to get that pack drive back up. So to get him reoriented with following his handler and not chasing a ball, and just overall calming him down. Place. So you can see that this is a whole other layer of mindfulness. This is asking the dog to be have impulse control. Stay. Impulse, same thing, is impulse control. The handler is relevant. You need to give them eye contact. Then you need to come back to place and give the handler the ball. Be patient. Wait for the next throw. And then there's this self-soothing aspect. Okay, I know you're really stoked about this, but you need to calm down. We need to cap that threshold of excitement so it doesn't go over the top into blindness or into crazy town. And this is exhausting for a dog mentally. This is way more exhausting than just throwing the ball over and over again. And it's a more productive form of exhaustion because it's not rooted in adrenaline. It's rooted in mindfulness, slowing down, paying attention, and just overall having a sense of clarity between the handler and the activity. Right? So I did my whole waiting, did a little work. He's calmer. We're going to do it again. I'm just going to do 2 throws this time. I'm going to wait a little bit because he kind of jolted upright and got a little tense about the situation. Can you see the flinch? That's anticipation. This type of stuff is way more exhausting for a dog than just throwing it. He has to think. This is a working dog. Let's get this brain activated. Let's not just do mindful shit. Let's make him think about it. Make him work for it. And guess what? They love it. They love it more than the other way, I'll tell you that. Because that's all this breed wants to do is work. Good. No more flinching. Throw the ball. Get that ball. Go get it. Good boy, Miko. Good job. So a lot of times I will also allow the dog to have 20-30 seconds on place with the ball and kind of celebrate the idea that they got it. I'm not always quick to take it from them. Good job. Leave it. Go get it. Go get it. Good boy. Come on, let's go. Miko. Come here, buddy. Face. Good job. Good job. So that time I'm only going to do 2. This is one of those activities it's okay to be excited when they're chasing it. We're trying to drive the prey drive. This is a fulfillment activity for prey drive. This is how he's going to get his prey drive out of his system, since we're going to ask for so much pack drive throughout the day. So it's okay to get excited with him as long as when he gets back on place that excitement turns off and we just kind of start to create that calmness again. So this is how I lay it out. I always start on place, just in the format I laid out here in this video, and then I break it up like I just showed you. I always end on place in a calm state, and then I'll work the dog into the house and make sure that they're in, do long line work so that I'm actually making sure that they're in prey drive. I'm sorry, pack drive. Erase prey drive, that's not what I want. I want the dog to go back inside in a nice, calm, pack-driven state of mind, walking next to the handler, so that's going to actually teach him the activity is over with, we are done. And you know, you're going to be able to get in a lot more throws than this in a video. You might be able to get in, or I'm sorry, in a session, you might be able to get in 9 or 12. It really depends on his drive and his energy level and how much time you have. But I wouldn't go over 20 minutes. I would cap it out at 20 minutes and call it a session. Make sure you're ending on calm and relaxed. And you're actually going to find that he is way more tired at the end of a session like this than he is off of that other style of fetch that you were playing with. So you can try this with Miko or Maverick again, and maybe even that tip about maybe you just throw it once and then let him recover and build the drive up again. Throw it once again, that kind of stuff. You know, maybe Maverick can't handle it 2 and 3 times in a row with structure. Maybe you just do one at a time. But you know, really, if you see him not desire that and not be interested in it, then not only is that a Maverick's way of saying, yeah, really the only reason why I really even like this activity is because I'm controlling my human and my resource, but it's also the reason why Maverick needs to be excluded from this with Miko, so that Miko can learn a more productive form of purposeful play, since he is driven by it and he does enjoy it, and it will make your relationship so much stronger. And you know, Miko's a kind of an excitable dude. I know it might be mild excitement, but it's definitely there. And so this calming down between throws and between, you know, all the fetch that he's doing, that self-soothing process is really going to teach him how to get himself out of heightening situations in the future. This is a way, this actually will translate into how he handles the outside world, by bringing him up, creating that heightened state of excitement with fetch, and then bringing him over here and calming him all the way down and asking for him to be in prey drive. This is super beneficial for him on multitude of levels. And so if Maverick is not a good contributing factor to this, then he shouldn't be a part of it. And we can talk about other ways to fulfill Maverick. But that's it for the session.